everyone, thank you for coming to this video about gluten-free crepes. So a crepe is a very thin pancake, originally from France, and you can fill it with all kinds of amazing fillings. They're easy to make, it's a great dish. So I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free crepes with a fruit dessert filling and a spinach and goat cheese main meal filling. This is a collaboration, so please do check out the other participants and their amazing recipes. We will all have something really nice for you to make on Valentine's Day or whenever you just want to show a little love. So I have 200 grams of frozen spinach here, and I'm going to put it in this dish so I can cook it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Put your sieve over your dish, and then you want to push as much of the water out. So my 200 grams of frozen spinach is now 111 grams, of drained spinach, which is about 1/4 pound. Lemon in here. Here we have our goat cheese, but you can use any cheese you want as long as it's a soft cheese. Half a teaspoon of pepper, 1/3 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add half, maybe even 3/4 of Italian seasoning, because we want seasoning in this. We don't just want spinach and cheese flavor. So that's 3/4 of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. Now I'm going to make the fruit filling. So I have here 200 grams of frozen berries. A smidgen or a pinch of cinnamon. I'm just adding about 1/4 teaspoon. You just want a little bit. I have 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of water, and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm going to add a little bit, dribble it in, stir it, and see how thick it is. Just do this very slowly, don't add too much at a time. Okay, you need to keep stirring it because otherwise it will burn. Now you have to do this while it's boiling because cornstarch will not thicken. There we go. It's like, not quite like jam or jelly, but almost. We're going to let that cool and drain. So we're going to put 3 tablespoons of my lemon juice. And I have here 150 mLs of, this is oat milk, but you can use any milk as long as it's not flavored. Half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add a full teaspoon, or maybe even more, of the Italian seasoning because I really want, so I'm adding a full teaspoon. Here I have my cornstarch thickening preparation, which is 3 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of water, and 4 teaspoons of cornstarch. About 1/4 teaspoon. Mustard powder is amazing. It's very versatile. I'm just going to add just a bit. I'm going to add a bit more because we are dealing with a lot of liquid here. Now you don't want it as thick as the fruit mixture. That was a slightly gloopy thickness, which was what I wanted. Maybe a tiny bit too liquid, very tiny bit. I no longer have a crepe pan, so I'm using my cast iron skillet with the high sides. So here I have a cup of gluten-free flour blend. It's mostly starches. I am adding just a smidgen of salt. My pan is warming up slowly on the grill. Now we're going to do the liquid ingredients. A cup of milk, oat milk in my case. I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of water. 2 eggs. There we go. 2 tablespoons or 30 mLs of melted butter. I'm going to whisk. This. This is my dry mixture. if you didn't have xanthan gum in your gluten-free flour mix, just pour this in. I don't want too much at a time. And just whisk it as I go. You can see I'm whisking it gently when I have a big lump of flour, because otherwise it's going to fly in the air if I get too vigorous. And then once the flour is all coated with liquid, then I can get more vigorous. Unlike pancake batter where the lumps kind of work their way out, crepes cook faster because they're thinner. So you don't want lumps. I'm using sunflower oil. You want to use an oil that has a high burning point. So don't use olive oil because you're going to cook at a fairly high heat. The first one's always a test. That's amazing. That's the way it should look, just a little bit more round. So generally you're going to give it a bit longer on the first side. Say 2 minutes and a minute and a half on the other side. You also want it to have some browning, some golden brown. It's golden brown perfecto. Light golden brown. So I'm going to continue the rest of the crepes now that we've kind of seen the right texture. Here I have my fruit mixture, and it's thickened up as it cooled, and also we did get some liquid from it. I'm going to start with 25 mLs, which is almost 2 tablespoons. And that's the liquidity that I want for our syrup. So this one is fairly round and even. What I would do is I would look at the edges and say, which edge do I want to show? And that's this one. It's the nicest. Now, as you can see, I can manipulate them. They're not super delicate, but especially once you put the filling in them, they're going to be a little delicate. And I should have put it a bit more in the middle, but that's okay. So now, I'm just going to roll it, see, very gently. See how the edge under, when I pick it up, I'm going to pick it up by grabbing the edge underneath and just transferring it to the plate. And I sort of want it to sit on the plate so that you can kind of see the edge, but not too much. Choose the side you want, the side that looks nicer, put that down. Choose the edge you want, put the edge you want away from you. Kind of want to get it so that it's sort of going to be like a nice even roll or log shape. Pick this up, roll it. I'm going to squish it a bit so it's kind of more round, and then I'm going to put it on my plate. So here we got 3. That's enough. You see, because I didn't cut the strawberries, I got a little bit of a lump here because there's a strawberry there. Isn't that amazing? And I'm going to slice it slightly on an angle because I think it will look more elegant. That way, just very gently work your way through it. And just look at that. Isn't that amazing? There you go. There we go. So I warmed this up slightly in the microwave, 15 seconds, this half. So this is the spinach and cheese. Spinach and cheese is an amazing combination. It's delicious. And I'm glad I didn't put too much sauce on it because the sauce is fairly flavorful. It would bite with the flavor in the spinach and cheese. This is fairly lemony, which I like. The crepe is delicate, thin, light, fluffy. You barely know it's there. It's just holding everything together. This is really delicious. Here we go there. Just a little dribble because it's going to be fairly sweet with all that maple syrup. There we go. Here is our dessert crepe. Amazing, eh? So I'm having my dessert crepe with a nice cup of Earl Grey tea And I had the dinner crepe. Well, I didn't actually drink it. I would serve the dinner crepe with a nice dry white wine. Let's give this a try. Mm. 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 Not too sweet, but just a hint of sweetness. Really good. You don't taste the cinnamon, but I know it's adding a layer of flavor. You don't taste the vanilla, but the same thing. I know it's adding another layer, another note of flavor that your brain is registering and going like, whoa. Delicious. A great dessert. It's light. You can eat a whole crepe and get up from the table and feel like, oh, that was delicious. I don't feel full. I don't feel hungry. I feel just right. Like in Goldilocks. Just right. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Please give me a like and leave me a comment. Have you ever had crepes? Thank you so much for watching. Please do check out my collaborators, and I look forward to being back with another recipe. Bye. Have a great week.